Good morning and salutations. This is an exciting morning for us because we are going to attempt to learn sun salutations. I've been doing yoga, which you will see at the end of this video. So if you stay tuned, you'll get not only a lesson in sun salutations, but a bunch of morning poses. Sun salutations you do facing east. And it's a way to greet the sun in the morning, to just prepare yourself for the day. And I used to take a class in yoga in 2001. And basically, I learned this very well. I could do the whole thing without even thinking about it back then. And it's been a long time since I did a sun salutation. So I'm going to teach you this flow of movement. But we're going to start focusing on every single position one at a time. So the first is mountain pose, and we will be standing in mountain pose just to know what it is. It's how you begin sun salutations. Okay, so you stand on your mat, your legs are hip distance apart, your hands are out with your palms open, and your face is soft, and your eyes are soft, with a little smile. And then will you go up into the upward salute with your hands up and your palms out, and then you bend forward with your head down. You hug your knees in the forward fold. Then you do the halfway lift with your head out a little bit. And then the next thing to do is plank pose. So you flow downward. You were in this position, and then you just find the ground, and in a flowing pose, you can catch your breath, which is totally fine. And you can either do the plank that this is with your knees. That's like the kind of like disability friendly plank. Or you can do the full plank, which I'm going to attempt like that. So that's the full plank. And then once you do that, go down into a cobra. And we're going to be in cobra. And then we go into downward facing dog. So we go from cobra up all the way with our butts in the air to downward facing dog. And then we go back into half lift with our heads a little bit forward. More like kind of like that. Then down into forward fold, then up into upward salute, and then back into mountain pose. And that is the summation of the sun salutation. Good morning. One time I took a yoga class and learned how to do sun salutations. I am much different than I was then. It was a long time ago. I was a very thin woman, and it was very easy for me to do all these poses. But I also have forgotten some of it. So I have a book. So this morning we are going to be doing sun salutations. So it is an exciting morning. You can face east while you do this pose. You start in mountain pose. And traditionally, as far as I remember from my class, sun salutations is a flowing thing where you start a mountain pose and then you do the upward salute like that, but and you flow into all of these other poses, and it's like this continuous flowing machine. But personally, I think it's important to work on every pose individually within it, and it'll help me remember how to teach and do each of these poses, and it'll help you remember how to teach and do each of these poses if we do it one at a time. So we're not going to start with a flowing sun salutation, but we're going to do one pose at a time. So mountain pose is where your legs are hip distance apart, your toes point forward, and your hands are like at your side with the palms faced out. So take some breaths into mountain pose. Brazen, do that somewhere else. Do it somewhere else. I'm sorry, go to mom, Brazen. And then we will lift up into the upward salute where we rise our arms up with our palms out. And then we come down in the next into, let's see here. You start with your hands like this, and it's called forward fold. So you just fold all the way down, and you can hug your knees if it is possible. And stay down just for a little bit with your head down. And then if you are able, do a forward lift where your head rises. Then, very interestingly, you suddenly, from this position, go down into cat and cow. And so you will do a cat. Is that a cow? You do a cow and a cat. Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't remember that part. Okay, and then the next thing that we are going to do is you lunge one foot forward. So you can walk your foot forward. That's another way to do it. And you can also kind of do it to the side like I am and just relocate your body a little bit. And this is the low lunge. Kitty, get out of the view. Kitty, come here. Kitty, 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 kitty. Come here. Come here, Papa. Come here. So this is the low lunge. And the cool thing about it is we are going to go up on our knee. And this will be the low lunge here. You'll lift your arms up like that. And then the next thing to do is you bring your legs down so that they are together back into table pose. And then we are going to go up into downward facing dog with our butts in the air. And then we're going to do upward facing dog. This is not how I remembered. This, you know what? I don't know if this is sun salutation. Actually, what we're doing right now is this is not sun salutation. Where is sun salutation? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to restart this video. I messed up. I was like, this is not how we used to do sun salutation. This will be a separate video at the end of the sun salutation video. Well, I'll just paste it into the end of the sun salutation video. I was like, that's not how you do sun salutation. Alright, hold on. You'll see me in a minute. Okay. Excuse me, Brazen. Honey, I need to be a good girl. Excuse me, Brazen. Okay.